Good morning. My name is Erick Eduardo Rodriguez Assad, and here I come to talk about Chapter 6, that is Humans in the Biosphere. Chapter 6 is divided by 4 sections. I'm gonna talk about the 4. Let's start. Human depends on Earth living system, and when we obtain a lot of something, we affect a lot of the environment. There are a lot of activities that affect and help the environment, but always they help the human, like these ones. Agriculture. Agriculture is one of the most important inventions in the human history. It is one of the best food sources in the world. Another activity is industrial growth. Human society transformed by the industrial revolution of the 1800s. Of course, all the industrial stuff produce a lot of energy and power by burning fossil fuels. And these type of extractions really affect the environment. Thank God there are things that can help this world, like renewable sources. Renewable sources can be produced or replaced by a healthy ecosystem. But in the other side, they are non-renewable sources because natural processes cannot replenish them within a reasonable amount of time. Using resources in such an environmentally conscious way is called sustainable development. Sustainable development provides for human needs while preserving the ecosystem that produce natural resources. Now we're going to talk about using resources wisely. Soil erosion. When soil is badly affected, organic matter and minerals that make it fertile are often carried away with the soil. In parts of the world with dry climates, a combination of farming, overgrazing, and climate change can turn farmland into desert. This process is called desertification. Deforestation or loss of forests can also have a negative effect on soil quality. Healthy forests not only provide wood, but also hold soil in place. Now we're going to talk about freshwater resources. Water pollution. Freshwater sources can be affected by different kind of pollution. But what is a pollution? A pollutant is a harmful material that can enter the biosphere. Sometimes pollutants enter water supplies from a single source. But not only pollutants like that can affect the water, also biological magnification. Industrial and agricultural chemicals can affect the water by experimenting or leaving a lot of trash in the water. That's the way that water can be affected. Now I'm going to talk about atmospheric resources. Air pollution. What happens when the quality of air atmosphere is reduced? For one thing, respiration illnesses such as asthma are made worse and skin diseases tend to increase. One factor that makes air pollution is smog. Smog is a gray-brown base formed by chemical reaction among pollutants released. Another thing is acid rain. These airborne acids can drift for many kilometers before they fall as acid rain. Biodiversity. Biological diversity or biodiversity is a total of all the genetically based variation of all the organisms in the biosphere. There exist 3 levels of biodiversity. Ecosystem diversity refers to the variety of habitats, communities, and ecological processes. Species diversity refers to the number of different species in the biosphere, and genetic diversity can refer to the sum total of all the different forms of genetic information. Threats to biodiversity. When natural habitats are eliminated for agricultural or for human development, the number of species in those habitats drops and some species may become extinct. But habitats don't need to be completely destroyed to put species at risk. Development often split ecosystem into pieces are process called habitat fragmentation. On the other hand, there are ways to conserving biodiversity, like protecting individual species, preserving habitats and ecosystem, and considering local interests. An ecological hotspot is a place where significant numbers of species and habitats are in immediate danger of extinction, like pandas. Melting ecological challenges. Ecological footprints. The ecological footprint describes the total area of functioning land and water ecosystems needed both to provide the resources and individual or populations. Uses to absorb and make harmless the wastes that individual or population generates. Obviously, footprint have limitation. Ecologists talk about the ecologic footprints of individuals, of countries, and of the world population, calculating actual numbers for ecological footprints. Comparing footprints. Although calculating absolute footprint is difficult, ecological footprints can be useful for making comparisons.